Hi everyone, it's Finn here. I just wanted to catch up because I had my third Laurels Gender Identity Clinic appointment yesterday. So just wanted to let you know how that went. That's the last of my kind of like assessment psych appointments. They make you have 3 before seeing Dr. Dean, the testosterone doctor. So that was my last one, although I will continue to see Steve. I don't know quite how long for, but I will continue to see him. So it went a lot better than last time. I think I'm not quite as low as I was last time, which kind of helped. But I say it went better. It did. But then right at the end of the appointment, he turns around and says, we have to kind of manage your expectation. I was like, what do you mean? And he said, well, Dr. Dean often doesn't prescribe on the first appointment. And I just kind of went, just sunk. Because Chris, who was the guy that recommended the Laurels to me in the first place, he was prescribed first time, and he's kind of like always kind of said to me that's what happens. And so I think Steve might just be kind of trying not to get my hopes up sort of thing. I think maybe he just has to say that, I don't know. But you never know. It could be that I see Dr. Dean and he does say he wants to wait a while. And it's 12 weeks in between appointments with Dr. Dean. So if he does say no next month, then that's going to be like June. I really hope it's not the case. I really do, because I've been living as male now for 13 months. I'm 39 years of age. I know my own mind. I've done my time. I've walked in manly shoes, without hormones, looking and sounding female, or at least looking ambiguous and sounding squeaky. I've done my time. It's not going to help in any way whatsoever to make me wait another 3 months. It's just daft. If anything, it'll have the opposite effect. You know, I'm really, really working hard to keep myself above water at the moment. You know, manage my mood and my kind of sobriety and all of this. And it's hard work. And I really just need this to start now. It's not for 1 minute that I think testosterone is a magic elixir and I'm going to have the first shot and everything's going to be hunky-dory. I know that. But it's going to start the process. My voice will drop pretty quick, which will help me to pass. And I think it will just help me to cope a bit more, because this constant waiting for somebody to sign a little thing that says I can start the puberty I should have started years ago is really frustrating. So, you know, Steve has to do his job, so I guess he does have to say that, because, you know, there might be cases where people need to see Dr. Dean twice, so he can't say to me, yes, for sure, you'll get it first time, because, you know, if I don't, then that's not good. So, you know, I don't hold anything against Steve. He's doing his job, but please don't let it be that they make you wait another 3 months. I spoke to Chris yesterday, and he's been really reassuring and said, look, I can't see for 1 minute that you'd be made to wait, so I hope so. So yeah, it did, apart from that, go a lot better. I went on my own yesterday for the first time, which is quite weird. I'm not great at travelling on my own, but it was alright actually, although I did get off at the wrong station. I got off at Exeter St David's rather than Exeter Central, and stood outside the train station going, this don't look right. But I lived there years ago, so I just had to kind of like find a little bit in my brain that remembered where I was. And I'm certainly not as tired today. I think I'm getting used to the kind of mental probing. So yeah, I'm not quite as knackered as I've been the other times where I've come back and just felt absolutely awfully mentally violated and horrible. But it's not too bad today, it's not too bad. And I think knowing that, you know, the 26th of March isn't too far away now really helps, really helps. So yeah, that's it really. Non-event. Oh, I did meant to say something last time and completely forgot. I haven't got it with me, I've put it somewhere. I got a toilet letter. How cool is that? It basically says that I'm a transsexual man and that I should be afforded the use of any facilities. So that if I, for example, get kind of like questioned in a certain toilet and asked to leave, whatever, I can get out this bit of paper and go, oh, he's a man, you know, so that's cool. So I'm going to photocopy that and put it in my wallet so that if I'm ever questioned, I can just go, pew, wah. Not that that's happened, but I do worry about it with my gym, for example. They haven't asked yet, but, you know, I do worry about that, so it'd be handy to have that in my wallet. Other than that, I got my letter to say what bloods I need doing, so I need to go to my doctor and get my bloods done. And then it's just a case of hoping the 26th of March comes around really quick and the testosterone gods shine on me. That'd be good. So yeah, in terms of other stuff, mood-wise, I'm not brilliant. I'm not as low as I had been. I've definitely lifted a bit. I'm still finding it very, very hard to get stuff done. But I have stopped uni for a while. I think I said that in the last video, I'm not sure. I've taken a short break to give myself a couple of months just to do nothing. And it's lovely. Not having the looming kind of like assignment deadlines over my head has really alleviated a lot of stress. And that's really good. You know, after all the support everyone's given me, I've done exactly what people suggested. And what I know is right is just to be gentle on myself, to do what I can on a day-to-day basis, and to allow myself to feel a little bit off. It's understandable, you know. The one thing I'm not overly chuffed about is that I've let my meetings, my AA meetings slide, and my daily programme of meditation and prayer has also slid as well. That's not good. But again, I'm not kicking myself, because as soon as I start kicking myself, it makes things worse. So my best mate is going to drag me to meetings anyway, so I need to get that up and going, and that will help. But I think in a lot of ways, I think I needed this time just to kind of just go into a bit of a daze and just sleep, because I feel like I've been in a daze for about 6 weeks now. I've lost track of time. I've just been laying here reading and just getting some really needed rest. But it's alright. I mean, I'm on 20 milligrams of citalopram. I don't know how much it's done, but that's it. I'm staying as that. I'm not going on any more. It's not altered my head state or numbed me out or anything, and that's cool, because I don't want to be numbed out. I do need to deal with this. But if it's taking the edge off and helping me feel a little bit lighter, then all well and good. I also saw the doctor about some counselling. I asked her to refer me for some additional counselling, just for my ongoing anxiety issues, really, and for how I can get so overwhelmed with life. You know, I think I didn't engage with the therapy that I had before because of being drunk, and I'm hoping this time I'll be able to really use it, because it's not just about being trans for me. You know, this is a whole journey for me, and of course being trans has added to my anxiety issues and to my mental health issues, but it isn't the be-all and end-all of it. So the counselling I've asked for is just purely to deal with that. You know, of course trans issues will come up, but I want it pretty much to deal with my anxiety on a day-to-day basis. So I had a cancellation with a lady called Caroline at my doctor's. She's like the resident counsellor there, and she's lovely. I really, really connected with her. She really got that it wasn't all about trans, and that, you know, I really wanted to just not have that as the central focus, but just to kind of really work with me to get some new tools in place to deal with this crippling anxiety that's stopping me from blossoming in the way that I want to blossom. So we've arranged that to start early April, so that hopefully I'll be on testosterone by then, because she thinks that will make a big difference to, you know, how I kind of like process the therapy and stuff, which makes sense. And I also did it for that time because I thought I'd be finished with Steve. I didn't realise it would be ongoing. I'm not quite sure if this is going to clash. I've not mentioned it to him, and I don't think I'm going to, because the trouble is, I really like Steve, and I think in other circumstances I'd connect with him more. But the trouble is, it's not that I'm lying to him or anything or hiding anything, but there is this kind of background feeling that I can't completely relax with him. It's because he's like the keeper of the keys to the kingdom of tea, and I know that in my head. So I think there's a bit of me that's scared to say something in case it's like, whoa, you can't have tea, you can't have tea, you know. So although I'm not lying, there's that I can't really let go with him that much. Whereas sitting with Caroline was so different. I didn't feel constrained in any way. You know, I could just let go. So it might be different with Steve once I've got testosterone and that's not being held over my head anymore. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I really do see Steve as really about the trans stuff that's coming up, and Caroline really about the day-to-day stuff. So I think it will work. We'll see. Work in progress. So yeah, that's all really good. Really, really good. I'm really happy with all that. I do have a little bit of bad news. Unfortunately this week, one of my little furry boys died, little Ben. But it was a good age for a gerbil. He was 3.5, and he's just been such a little superstar, really. He's had a stroke, he's had numerous strokes, and he battled on, but he went a couple of days ago. So all I've got left in one of my tanks now is this little Cookie, who's the last of the 3 furry originals. We've still got Teo and Pax, obviously. And we're going to keep it as one tank because Cookie's not very good either. He's had a few strokes and he's on his last legs as well. And to be fair, it'd be better if he goes, and because being on his own is horrible, and he's too old to be kind of rehoused with another gerbil. So we're just giving him lots of attention, and he's getting lots of hot water bottles because he can't seem to regulate his temperature, and getting lots of attention. But yeah, that's really sad. I know they're just tiny little creatures, but they mean the world to me. They saved my life when I was at my lowest, and I owe them a world of gratitude. So they get spoiled by me. They really do. But I'm going to end on a positive note. How long have I been going on for? Oh, not too long. I'll try not to go on too much longer. It was my birthday last week. Week yesterday. I was 29. No, it wasn't. I was 39. God, Alzheimer's is setting in. I was 39 years of age. That's mental. I don't feel 39. And I can't believe I'm about to start puberty at the age of 39. But anyway, it was an absolutely wonderful occasion. I really find now that birthdays mean so much. I mean, last year I'd been living as male for barely a month when I had my birthday, and it was lovely to get cards that say son, brother, you know, all that kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but it's like I'm having real birthdays for the first time. They're really me, you know. So it's just amazing. But I got this from Spencer. Look at this. Can you read this? It says, "If you can't be an example, be a warning," and it's so me. I'm just so chuffed. I can't believe he sent it to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. Spencer, you're a dude. And this, wait for this. Hang on. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Excuse my ass if I can put this on. We need lift music while I'm doing this. Hang on, one moment. Check this out. This is from Chris and Nikki. Nikki made this. Isn't it the dogs? I absolutely love it. I can't wait to go out in it. I haven't gone out in it yet, and Nat's refusing to go out with me in it. But I'm going to go out because Nat bought me this amazing running belt, right? So I figure, hang on a minute, let me strap in. Ooh, I miss this. I figure with this and this hat, going running, I might just get arrested. But yeah. So awesome. You're not going to take me seriously in this now, aren't you? So I better take it off. But how cool is this? Yay. I do look a bit like a terrorist. So yeah, it was a fantastic birthday. I was so touched that Chris and Nikki sent me that, and that Nikki went to the trouble of making that. That's amazing. And that Spencer sent me this all the way from Canada. I'm just so touched. Got the world's most amazing cards. Spencer's one was awesome. It was about kind of what you're going to be when you grow up and being a hero and that, and I was quite choked. So, God, yeah, it's just amazing to feel so loved. And I tell you what, it's not easy, this journey, but it's little things like that these presents, that the acknowledgement of who I really am, Finn the man, makes this all worth it, you know, it really does. So, yeah, I really needed that because it really picked me up. So, yeah, I'll leave you on that positive note, and I'll sign off for now. I will update when I've seen the testosterone doctor, but I'll probably update before then because there's a couple of videos I want to do. So look out for them. But I'll leave it there because it's gone on way too long. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thank you for all your support. You're all blooming amazing, and I love you all loads. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.